Madlad. Don't tell him about GitHub, he will know 9 websites then. Everything can be done in MS Access LOL. All the good English words have already been defined. Writers are just chaining them together. If it works, it works. Think friend had one that was like write a function to find if a string is a palindrome and he's like return x equals x dot reverse, and got an offer. / censor using JS, don't let math.min see this. Better approach, 1. Calculate the average over all numbers in the list. 2. Remove any number above the average. 3. Repeat until only one number is left. 4. Voila! You found the smallest number. But in JavaScript this doesn't work. Try with a equals 2, 10, 22, 3, 4. You'll find that your smallest value is 10. JS casts everything to string before sorting. The rest in soft code. In fact, there is so much code, it's fucking slow. I hate this so much. When a type of program has no real need to run on a server, you want a version that you can just install and run locally and offline. When you try to search for this serverless program, all that comes back is bullshit that not only needs a server but one that you have to pay a recurring fee to use. Why love web programming? Money is temporary, DLLs are forever. My family owned a software studio. We would build enterprise applications, CRUD APIs, microservices, you name it. One day, I'm sitting on about a dozen code reviews for this epic, you know, the one due to ship last week, and everybody, they come. Where is it, when is it, does it match my spec? It's a nightmare. Anyway, I guess there was this memory leak in prod or what. Boom. No more server. Blew me right off my Peloton. It was like a sign from God. I found myself that L1. Isani bot async this private heki. Sorry, I already use it for user admin on server published into internet with IP 52.93.126.135. I was actually saving that key for my future kid. I want to make sure my private key is unique. Please let me know if you are already using this one. Thanks, folded hands. Nyet. Is good key secretary Hugst. Quantum computing. I'm doing 1000 calculations per second and some of them may be right. Doesn't sound like it's very sure about things. I mean, if it can do 15 equals 3x5, 80% sure, with 2048-bit numbers, that would be a big deal. What feature is Swoodatave? German, der, die, das to declare variables, depending on the gender of the variable name. Der animal. Canine dog, die string order, das human girl, die list string order. Code executes bottom to top. Floats, strings, all forms of math and all forms of pattern matching are third-party dependencies. Significant with e-space and curly braces. Supports Unicode, but disallows code points corresponding to ASCII characters. Some parts of standard library in camel case, others in snake \_ case, with some Pascal case sprinkled in there. Preferably mixed inside same class. Use .gets instead of index. Jurist the Vulkamaya because Ethiather Dion lip hosted Hofer Samirason. Assembly is somewhat wholesome. Thank you up for completing someone's half-assed attempt on content thievery. DNA of 15 million people for sale in 23andMe bankruptcy. This has been a red flag for years. Insurances be like, fuck yeah. 50 million. Days without an accident. Imagine if it was a signed integer, doesn't make much sense but makes me chuckle. And they are not expecting to ever reach 32 days. Microsoft tells Windows 10 users to just trade in their PC for a newer one, because how hard can it be? I don't know of any computer store that will let me trade in an old PC for a newer one. This isn't an old Toyota. I mean, if we could do that, I'm sure that I have a coworker that would jump at the chance to lease a PC. Go ask the ever-growing boxes of used electronics that are accumulating in my storage closet. Oh, and pro tip, remove batteries before storage whenever you can. It might help. I imagine most users don't really care about updates that much. Some people might even prefer it because no updates means that Windows won't decide to reboot itself without asking for permission. As long as things keep working, I think most users won't rush out to buy a new machine. Security might be a concern for some, but most people aren't concerned about this for personal machines. Leadership mindset. I have a tech lead like that. I have been there, and I just admire how that man deals with that shit and has the time to even sit with us and work out some bugs or processes that gets us stuck. I miss my former tech lead. These days I'm teaching the new hired seniors while I'm still in a junior role. Some of the arrows came from JR Dev themselves. Blew a screen of death. Best part is that guy in the office who says I didn't get a BSOD. Oops. Anyone has a link on news? It's gonna be a long YY session for the guys who reviewed the code, and so on. Fuck, CRWD is down 9% already. You can watch it fall in real time. If I don't lift you don't code. Sounds like you're getting a really old laptop. I'm more bemused by the, up to a minimum of 8 hours a day line. They want a fully stacked developer. You've gotta be able to carry node_modules. Like and subscribe.